If your AI video tool just asked you to accept updated terms and you felt your soul leave your body for a second, yeah, same. It's Thursday, August 13th, 2026, and this is Blue Lightning Daily. I'm Hunter.
And I'm Riley. And today's episode is made entirely by AI. Like, if you're hearing this, it means the robots did not cancel the render halfway through. Big win for the machines.
They tried. But okay, main story. Lightricks just shipped LTX 2.5, open weights, native 4K, multi-shot generation, and it's already landing in ComfyUI with real workflows.
This is the kind of drop that makes cloud video apps feel like that friend who's always like, just trust me, and then steals your hoodie. Because open weights means you can actually own your setup.
Exactly. This isn't look at this pretty demo clip, it's here are the weights, here are the nodes, here are example workflows, go build a pipeline. That's a different vibe.
Also, the phrase native 4K in open video world, that's spicy. Because the open workflow lately has been generate low, upscale, denoise, pray, and then explain to the client why the logo turned into a jellyfish.
Right. Native 4K doesn't mean you'll never upscale again, but it means you're not forced to glue together 3 extra models just to get crisp frames for product shots.
Hold up, though. Native 4K is also code for your GPU better be emotionally stable. Like, you're not doing this on a little laptop that still thinks it's a Chromebook.
Yeah, hardware reality still applies. The practical move is you build a local-first pipeline that's sane. Generate at a smaller resolution for exploration, lock your look, then do the hero pass at higher res only when you're confident.
So basically, don't spend your whole budget on the first draft. That's the theme of 2026 in general.
And the other headline, multi-shot generation. This is the part that hits editors and agencies right in the calendar. Instead of generating shot A, shot B, shot C, and then spending an hour trying to make your character stop shape-shifting across cuts, LTX 2.5 is trying to think in sequences.
Okay, but how close are we to continuity you can actually cut? And how far are we from AI soap opera, where the lead actor becomes their cousin mid-scene?
We're closer to you can cut this than we were, but it's not infinite film mode. Multi-shot is still best treated like a set of shots you plan then edit. You'll get better results if you storyboard like a human and let the model fill the frames, not ask it to write, direct, cast, and color grade your entire arc in one prompt.
So the model is not replacing my taste. Rude.
It's not. But it can replace a chunk of the annoying part where you're fighting identity drift between shots. That's huge for short-form series, ad variations, and agencies who need a sequence that feels like a sequence.
And then there's this rendering thing they're calling Diffusion Fidelity Rendering, the spend compute where it matters idea.
Which I love conceptually. It's basically don't treat every pixel like it deserves the same attention. Put the compute where viewers actually notice it. Faces, motion edges, detail under movement. Let the boring background wall be boring.
Okay, stress test time. What's the first thing you'd throw at it?
Faces in motion, instantly. Like a medium close-up with a camera move. That's where video models go from wow to why is their face sliding off like a Snapchat filter from 2016.
I'd do branded product close-ups. Because creators can forgive weird dream motion, but a brand manager cannot forgive their soda can turning into a soup can mid-pan.
Totally. And this is why native 4K plus fidelity-focused rendering matters. It's pushing open video toward client reviewable, not just creator amused.
Also, shout out to ComfyUI being the lingua franca for control freaks. When a model ships with nodes and example workflows, it's like, you're not starting from compile your destiny. You can actually run.
Yeah, Lightricks did the rare thing. They treated the ecosystem like part of the product. And on X, a lot of the chatter is basically it dropped and it already works. That's how you get adoption.
Speaking of the ecosystem, let's zoom out for a second. This week has been very Creator Stack is becoming a full studio. We just talked about Adobe Firefly adding generate speech inside Firefly, like voiceover in the same workspace as your visuals.
Which is a big deal for marketing teams doing fast iterations and localization. You're not bouncing between apps as much. But it's still credit-based, so budgeting and iteration discipline matters.
And MiniMax H3 is still sitting there like, hey, I can do short clips with synced stereo audio for social people. That's a different lane than LTX 2.5, but the trend is the same. Fewer steps to a reviewable draft.
Plus, NVIDIA's NemotronLabs VoiceChat full duplex speech-to-speech stuff. That's less make me a commercial and more real-time voice experiences, but it's part of the same shift. AI is becoming interactive and continuous, not just prompt and pray.
And Google's Lyria and Gemini getting longer song generation and better controls is basically saying, music creators, we see you. So yeah, video, audio, voice, music, everything's getting more pipeline-shaped.
Which is why LTX 2.5 being open weights matters. It's not just cheaper or more private, it's version control. You can lock a model, lock a workflow, and keep your brand character from randomly evolving because a cloud provider updated a model overnight.
But is that a competitive moat, or is it just a new way for us to get emotionally attached to Checkpoint V7 FIL, Octowool?
Both can be true. For real teams, version locking is a legit advantage. For the rest of us, yes, we will hoard checkpoints like they're rare sneakers.
Let's talk practical pipeline for scrappy teams, though, because local first sounds amazing until you realize you're 2 driver updates away from crying.
The realistic setup is use the official ComfyUI workflows as a starting point. Keep it simple. Text to video for concepting, image to video for control, and multi-shot only when you have a planned sequence. Then do your assembly and pacing in an editor you already trust. And keep a known good environment, don't update everything mid-project.
That last part is so real. Like, treat your AI rig like a production computer, not a science fair. If you need stability, freeze it.
Also, read the license terms on the model card. Open weights is not always do literally anything forever, especially if you're scaling for paid client work.
Okay, final question. Is this the moment creators stop renting their entire workflow from cloud apps?
Not fully. Cloud still wins on convenience, and some closed models are still ahead on pure reliability in certain scenarios. But LTX 2.5 is a real inflection point for people who care about control, privacy, repeatability, and not getting rate limited during a deadline.
So the vibe is cloud for quick drafts and plug and play, open weights for pipelines control, and this brand character must not melt.
Exactly. And honestly, that's healthy. Options are good.
All right, go download the weights responsibly. Don't turn your apartment into a render sauna.
Thanks for hanging with us on Blue Lightning Daily.
Subscribe and hit bluelightningtv.com for AI news and updates.
And if your AI tries to renegotiate terms again today, just tell it you need human approval. Catch you later.